So here is the area that I'm going to be planting garlic today. So at the moment it just looks like a rough patch, and by the time I get done it will be ready to plant. It's in late afternoon, late September, getting ready for October planting. I have I believe this is some sort of a raspberry or some sort of a plant. I am going to keep that plant, then I'm just going to plant it around. So the step one is to prepare the soil, step two is to plant, then water, then the third and the final step for preparation for the winter. Once all the leaves have fallen, I will collect that and put it on top of this as a winter protection. So let me go ahead and start getting the soil bed prepared. So I have dug up the soil, prep it. So this is what is going to at the moment it is just the first stage. So the soil is not the best, it's just a fill. I had to add some topsoil or some I have some I think it had some black earth. I'm going to put some black earth, which is topsoil, and I'm also going to add a bag of triple mix. I have them at home. So this is just, I had some wood, so I decided to make it a frame, so it's not connected yet, but hopefully you will get the idea. So I'm just going to connect it and fill it up, and then we'll go to the next stage. I leveled the soil and I put these wood 2x4s, since I had them. Now it's ready for topsoil and some triple mix, so that way it will have the proper nutrients. So the reason that I put this wood frame, first of all, is to designate or define the gardening bed. Also protecting from any kind of, if the water gets stagnated, my French drain and some of the areas have come out. So winter time, this time we might have a little bit of water stagnated here, just to protect my the garlic bed, garlic not the bread, garlic bed. So let me just go ahead and add a couple of bags of topsoil or black earth or whatever that you have. I have black earth, it's the same thing as the topsoil, and I'm going to add a triple mix as well, so that way it's got the proper nutrients as well. I add 2 bags of topsoil and a bag of triple mix, so you can see the difference. So I'm going to mix all of them for best of my ability and just spread it around and prepare it for planting tomorrow. I mixed all the soil together, so I dug and took some of the soil that is existing soil, mixed it with the triple mix, black earth and regular topsoil. So now this is much more better condition. The soil is better for planting. So let me rake it and level the bed. Now I believe this is a much better bed for gardening or planting my garlic. So I'll go and get some organic garlic tomorrow. For the reason for planting this garlic, first of all, it's always good to have your garlic from your garden, because the garlic that we get is mainly from China. It's not the garlic, it's the water that they use. It's most of the time it's contaminated. So I'm trying to always buy the Spanish, US, Canadian or Mexican garlic rather than Chinese garlic. Though it's a little bit expensive, it's much better because of the water contamination. So I'm going to keep my I think this is a raspberry plant. I'm just going to figure it out to get that thing sorted out and plant my garlic tomorrow. So it's late in the afternoon. I'm not going to plant it now. I'm just going to water it, and so that way it will settle for tomorrow. I just put some water just to wet it and level it off, and it looks fantastic compared to what it's looked like earlier. So much better, as you can see. So it will be ready to receive garlic tomorrow. Once I plant the garlic, when the fall time comes, all the leaves, I will collect leaves and put it on top of this, so it will insulate from any frost damage. And I'm going to go 3 inches deep this time, just to make sure that I will not get any frost damage due to extreme weather that we are expecting in Ontario this winter. I got about half a pound of garlic. So this is organic garlic. The reason that you need to get organic garlic is otherwise they do spray these things with a chemical, so that way they can prolong the shelf life and they won't sprout. So this is organic garlic. I cannot tell you whether it is soft or hard or elephant ear garlic or whatever the kind. All I know is it came from, I believe this is a Spanish garlic. So you can get any kind of garlic, it doesn't matter. So I just got it and I prepared my bed. So I'm just going to separate them. I separate all the garlic, so there I have about 40 some cloves. So I'm just going to go and plant these ones. Even though this one looks like the whole thing got peeled off, but that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and plant them. Some of them are big. Hopefully that will provide a big bulb. I remove all the small ones. I kept only the healthy ones there. So you can see they're pretty good size. So let me just go and plant these ones. So here is my planting bed. So all I did, I start making holes, then I put this one back here, then I start making the holes parallel. I did not measure, nothing, just make some holes. So I got about 40 something, so I'm just going to plant them. Really easy. So I'm going to start off with one of these. It's really easy. That's not the way. Just put it in, keeping the pointy part up like that. Then that's it, it just went in. Here we go. So the pointy part is up. So I'm just going to plant all of them, all these holes, then I'll tell you the next step. All my garlic, they are in, if you can see. Alright, next step is to cover the holes. Now I realized that I did not have enough fertilizer, in the sense I did not have any manure or any of those things, so I'm going to add very little, because this is a living thing, just like planting in the spring. These things need fertilizer. So I'm going to rake it, close it, then I'm just going to put a handful of this shake and feed Miracle Grow stuff. You can put any kind of fertilizer. If you have already put organic one, like a manure, I did not have any, I should have add more, then you don't have to worry about it. But I'm just going to put a very, very light fertilizing. So let me just go ahead and rake this one, closing it. So let me go ahead and remove that other one. Okay, just closing it. I think I need my both hands. Let me do that. Okay, I've got that raked properly, so it's all pretty much closed. So this is optional. Again, if you already have enough organic matter, don't bother about it. But I believe that I do not have enough manure or organic fertilizer, so I'm just going to very slightly, so not much, very little, because you don't need that much. Here we go. I think, as you can see, it's very little. Now I'm just going to rake it off. Then I'm going to put water, then put mulch. So it's ready for winter. All the fertilizer is mixed in. The next step is to water this and put mulch, or you can put leaves once you get some leaves. So I'm just going to put some mulch. I have a little bit of mulch remaining, so I'm going to water this and then put mulch. I'm at the final step. I planted all my garlic, level it off, put a little bit of fertilizer. So it is ready for the final step. So the final step is to put mulch. So I have Walmart some mulch, so just going to put it and level it and cover it lightly. Then I will put when I have some leaves, I will put that one on top of that. This is for insulation. So then I'm going to send a prayer for a good harvest about 9 to 10 months from now. So let me start taking care of the mulch. I add about an inch of insulation. That's mulch. So that's to make sure during the winter nothing will happen to the bulbs. And I'm going to add some more leaves during the fall, so it will be properly insulated. It will be good for spring. There will be less weed coming, and also whatever the nutrients from the leaves later on will add some more food for these plants. Hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe. Thank you.